There it goes. Excellent. Hello again. Plan on playing some Legend Man, obviously. I haven't quite got back to Mass Effect yet, but I'll get there. We were able to do a lot of stuff last time. Alright. Use a controller. I was able to get the pet stuff rolling, or at least set up to where I can start collecting all of my pets and leveling them. But we're still on the hunt for my blacksmithing area, so that is what I'm gonna think. I have to go through the jungle. I think it's where I gotta go. I was looking standing out on the screen and it said the copyright was in 1999, which had made men about 12 when this game came out. Okay, so it'd be me middle school, at least where I went to school. Some places it's different. Yeah. I'm sending you the jungle, which is the medallion. So I think that's where you might get the spirit bottle. Because it says the spirit bottle, it's where you can get the blacksmithing thing. Let's put you there. That's what I always got lost in before. Got like lost a bunch of freaking times. It was like really annoying. I should know how to get through this pretty quickly, so hopefully it won't get stuck here. Oh yeah, these two. Please listen up. Today is your lucky day. If you go catch a Ducati and wing its tail back, what'll happen? I don't know. Jeez, Hamson, you just don't get it, do you? So what happens? You'll write off all our debt. Ain't that right, Mr. Fuddy Duddy? I'm not Mr. Fuddy Duddy. Please address me as Southerby. And your debt will not be completely cancelled either. That's hard to say. The 10 million Luger normally, you owe will be reduced to 9,980,000 Luger. Like, well, I'll explain in a minute what they did to accrue that much debt. How am I gonna owe you so much money? We're just house cleaners at the Madam's Mansion. You really don't get it, do ya? Mr. Fuddy Duddy duped us. No. I did not dupe you. You must pay for all the things you broke. They broke $10 million worth of stuff in this mansion. Like, did they destroy half the house? Like, I swear to God. It's $10 million. $10 million, like, lucre or whatever, worth of stuff that they somehow broke. Or, like, one thing that was worth that much. Either way, they royally messed up. Ah, well. Toil, says the proverb, is a sire of fame. What's that mean? It means if you want to pay back the money, you gotta catch 500 ducats. I don't think it's that many, but I'm not gonna do the math. Hey, that's easy. Yeah. The ducats are those giant, like, monkey cat things. Like the one we fought in the cave the other stream. 500 of those. Yeah, no. That ain't gonna happen. My name is not Mr. Fuddy Duddy. I actually talked to him. Don't think I talked to him last time. Whoop. Hey, dude. I'll reward you with 20,000 lucre for each cocktail you bring me. They're a real rarity. Not super rare. They're like one of the main go-to bosses in this game. Nope, that's good there. Oh. Humans, son, I hate them. Just kind of running around a minute. Because, like, it purposely makes you lost. Because you have to do a thing so that you don't get lost all the time. And... oh, chest. Keep getting stuck. Because I forgot to do certain things in a certain order so that I could do the things I need to do. I'm gonna try to get back to the entrance. That blockhead will never find this pathway. Assuming it's that way. I think it's G. I don't know. Oh, I hate these guys. So I'm glad I have the spear this time around, because I was an idiot and used the greatsword that I used to love, but then I found the spear and everything was fine. Because those suckers seem to have this nasty habit of... oh, I didn't get around that before. Ow! Have this nasty habit of squashing you. And ow! It takes a lot of... oh, that's what that does. If I can... nope. This 2D format is so difficult to go back to when you're so used to like a 3D sort of setup. Well, it's still technically 3D, I think, but just like from viewing the area from one side when you're so used to playing games where you can view it from all angles. Son of a... I don't know where I'm at. This is how easily you get lost in this particular map. But I gotta go back to... we lost Teehee and I found some stretch. So there... nope. Gotta get back to Sotheby. Because there's a character that you can follow. So you get to the point where it won't mess you up so bad. Son of a... this one is the most annoying mission. Ah, frick. Probably should have like loaded up a map on my secondary screen, but oh well. Rain. Doesn't go anywhere. So there's some of these areas you go back to do quests again. Like do different quests later. God damn it. There's like no way to escape battles, I think. It's like I go to the edge of the map and want me to leave. But because I have my spear and my mighty javelin, which is an AoE attack, where it's multiple of them, so I can do this faster. And with the controller, it's a lot easier to maneuver. And the squish move. Frick! Let go. I think you can get one of these as one of your companions, but because there's like, they're technically known as. How you get a zombie from an egg, I don't know, but that's the whole situation. Fuck. I think the mic, yeah, it seems the mic's picking up fine. I'm hoping to have the volume low enough. I think someone told me how like the volume was high, and I know this game is like, frick, really loud. So I turned it down to like half. Yep. Just gotta get back to Sotheby, man. My memory is crap. Now see, we just like... No? Oh. Greenwood Gardens. Because it stays to be another short stream because I'm not here long. Wednesday, though, will be a longer one because I have the day off. And Friday should be a longer one, because again, I usually have, ow. Usually those days are later in the day, 5 or 6, so I can have time to get some stuff done beforehand, because I'm slowly trying to clean up this old house of mine, and it's a project. It's like my mom grew up here, I grew up here, and this place even before that, it's like, I think my mom calculated it to being like 116 years old or somewhere along there, where this house is. Like, it's never been updated and nothing like that. Yay! I found you! Oh god. Now I can go... Originally, I think you're supposed to find this thing called a Lillipy, I think it's what's actually called. And so, that was supposed to lead you to there. But now I gotta find... But I think I skipped that part. That's fine. So I saved a clip from my previous stream. Unfortunately, there was no game audio. Because I think I must not have... I've forgotten to turn the desktop audio back on. After, like, I took a break or something. I'm horrible with doing that. Like... Hopefully get into a better pattern where it won't happen as often. So I get used to streaming and everything. Ow. I'll get into, like, a rhythm. You know? It'll be muscle memory at some point. But... yeah, my spear is not in this controller is a lot easier. I was struggling last time. Southern jungle. No. Trying to remember where I need to go, but my memory is garbage. Oh, here we go. Oh. Do I follow him? I'm trying to get to Rizzotti. There he is. What's going on over that way? Everybody get ready. There we are! Yes! Finally, thank God. Duh, hey cheater. Duh, guess you didn't find nothing yet, huh? It's no cat, but it's a big animal back there. Hey, if we catch it, maybe it'll let us some more dough. Duh, it's gonna be money? No, he's probably gonna just fish back into next week, but I'm some it the right way. He usually should listen more closely. And to talk to her. This is what I forgot to do last time I got stuck. So you have to talk to I'm assuming it's her, but I have not the foggiest clue. To this person, and then you go and talk to Rizzotti, and then you can go after the Ducat. So I actually found the boss realm first, and I'm like, why isn't he not spawning? It's Fairy's Land. Don't follow him, or you'll be sent back to the entrance. You should see the place I was just at. It's a funky animal in there. And then runs off. So quick. And this did actually have like a 2-player mode in it, so that would have been cool. But I was a hermit, and most of my players didn't want to play with me, or at least not this game. We played like Smash Bros and Mortal Kombat and stuff like that together. Or one of us would play and the other one would be like the person with the guide or whatever. There's nothing. Kate has been causing trouble around here lately. You might find it easier to catch with a partner. Cute. And you gotta go and find one of them. She went that way, he went that way. I'm gonna go this way. Or should I go far? I'll go down where what you did. This is Forest of Fairies. Humans are not allowed to enter. Man's stupid. Wait. Man's stupid, whippany, complicated. I feel like it's supposed to be like some sort of joke, like word joke, but there was a Willowpea right here, but it got away. Yeah, there's like, if you come back around here, because I already found the Garden of the Rain on accident, there's this little pink dude, this little round pink dude that he'll be chasing back and forth. And then he'll be like, catch it! And it gets away, we follow it, and then it leads you to that garden. But I already found it, so we don't get to see the Willowpea. But that's fine. I've seen Ducat like a million times. There's no way I'd catch him by myself. And to me, team up. Yep. Alright, let's try and corner him. Let's go. Follow. Now I gotta remember how to get Ducat. This way? No, I don't think that way. Looking for a gator creature. This is a good place if you want to grind, though. This is one of the few games that I grind. If you ever beat up 587, well, it's part of my whole plan to play through a bunch of games. Probably play... Frick. Mass Effect on Wednesday. Because you gotta go through the Pharos mission. And then Vermeer after that. Ah, missed it. Tell me there'd be more plant creatures so I get more seeds, but I won't cross them. No, just came back in a circle. Yeah, went that way. I'll talk to him and see where he goes. Skippy. Don't think that was the name originally, but I'd have to see if I still have a copy of the old game and beat up my PS2 to compare, but... Okay, he went that way. Alright. And there she is. I'm assuming it's a she, but I don't know. Ain't gonna use him this time. Meow! Rarg! Yeah, he's talked to both of them, apparently. Ducat's territory. Okay, that wasn't the way. Oh, here we go. There it is. Okay. I got like so stuck. I was so mad. Thankfully I had a helpful person that was helping me out. Which is nice because like streaming like this ends up to where like me and my friends when we were younger used to pile in whoever's room we were hanging out at. Ow, frick, I'm gonna die. But and just one of us would be playing a game and then the rest of us would be like, if it was like a single player game or oh, thought I was gonna miss. It's not. I'm trapped. Oh, I'm stuck. Frick. Yeah, let's continue. Think it. Oh, thank God. Just starts at the beginning of the battle. That's fine. That's awesome. Like, sure, when I get 2 viewers in here that will respond to me, it's nice because it feels just like when I was back as younger with some of my dude bros that I hung out with all the time, where one of us would be playing, the other one would be talking or commenting or whatever, or being like, yo, gotta go do this. Oh, I'm stuck. Frick. So, like that old nostalgia of better days. I'm gonna die again. Yep, knew it. This is a hard, like, spot, 'cause it's very easy to get just stuck right here. And its combo sucks, because they take a lot of damage off you. And a fire breath dragon over there. They're really useful if they're on your side, but it sucks when you have to fight them. Because, like, I had 2 friends of mine, Corey and Paul, that were big into video games that got... And... Because, you know, my parents weren't super rich. They always had the consoles before I ever did. And so they would bring them over when they would hang out, and we would they would play some of the games that they had, and I'd watch them. Or in one case, my friend Corey had Legend Dragoon died, and he had me like hold it for him and be like the person's like, oh yeah, you gotta go do this or whatever. But like, I eventually just played myself because I ended up borrowing. So at a friend's house, a friend named Tabby, who her mother's boyfriend at the time had those. Now, like, we have those flat screen TVs that we have now, or like everybody knows what flat screen TV is. But like, they used to have these big screen TVs, and he had this one that was like 5 foot high from the floor. And like literally 5 foot high from the floor. And I'm not talking about like a flat screen. I'm talking about a big old box TV that was 5 foot high. And we used to play Ocarina of Time on it when it first came out, because that's how old I am. And I got to where I would print off like the guide off of GameBacks.com, because if you were too poor to get the actual guide, that's what you did. And brought it over to her house so that we could like get all the Skulltula tokens, and if we got stuck, we could look up, figure out where we're going. And I had gotten obsessed with that game, so when Christmas came around, my parents asked me, well, we can get you either a PlayStation or an N64. You get to pick and what game you want. And I picked the N64 because at that time, I had never really gotten around to PlayStation or seen any of the games that I liked. And so I picked the N64 because Ocarina of Time was on it. And then like 2 months later, I went over to a friend Paul's house and he had the PlayStation. And he was showing me Final Fantasy VII. And I instantly regretted my decision. But then, the freaking wholesome boy that he is, freaking let me borrow his PlayStation for freaking 2 months so I could play it. Before I would, and so it was like, well, he had like he was like one of my best friends, but he also eventually, admitted that he was like in love with me on top of it, so that's probably part of it. But still, it was, unfortunately, I just couldn't return his feelings. Like, some part of me I think wanted to, because he was a good dude. Like, he would have been like a good boyfriend and husband to me, but I just didn't have that sort of attachment capability. And at the time, I didn't know why. Like, why I didn't feel this way like everybody else seemed to. I didn't find out why until in my 20s, when I ran across an article of this dude who said he was asexual, and I looked it up. And it took me a while to actually accept the fact that I was this thing, but eventually, I'm tiny! Holy crap, I'm tiny! I didn't know that's a thing! Who made me tiny? That was funny. But, yeah, so, like, I just straight up didn't have the capacity and couldn't return his feelings, unfortunately, so. But we made pretty good, pretty close friends for a very long time. But we kind of drifted apart a bit after, well, I was going through a lot of stress at the time, so that made me, unfortunately, kind of a raging bitch. But due to my mom going through cancer and everything, and so, and like, was already dealing with this massive change in my life because I could be losing my mom soon. And then suddenly I wasn't being able to hang out with like one of the people that kept me essentially sane, because he was, you know, dating somebody. And like I said, I was not a nice person then. I can admit that. Like, I'm gonna admit that I was, you know, an ass during that point. But, like, psychologically, I can see why, like, unfortunately, I did eventually lose my mother last year to something completely different. And I'm kind of glad that it was later in my life than then. But at the time, it was just, when you're in sort of a situation where there's a chance that you may lose your mom to a slow and painful death. It's not something that really makes stuff okay. But I ended up just eventually still losing my mom last year, October 2020, due to a stroke. My mom survived stage 4 cancer, only to be taken out by a stroke. So, to where it took the entire right side of her brain and part of the left with it. And statistically, she would have been a vegetable, having to be fed through a machine, breathing through a machine, and because they had to remove part of her skull to try to keep her alive before we ultimately made the decision, there was a high chance that not only could she get sick off of the machines, but she could get that piece of skull that they had to remove. There's a chance that her body could reject it and it wouldn't be put back, and it would just, everything was stacked against my mother to a hard degree. And the final, I guess, note that made us make the decision to ultimately not continue treatment and let her die with dignity was that we knew my mom wouldn't want to live like that. She had been vocal about it in the past, not wanting to be left as an invalid or something like that. So we ultimately made the decision to just take her off all the machines and let her pass away, which is one of the hardest decisions I've had to do in my entire life, and I do not wish that on anybody. Frick. So. It caused a lot of anxiety, and there's still times that I think about it and wonder if maybe she would have been one of those miracles that recovered. But I know my mom had more than one occasion said she didn't want to be a burden on the family in any way, shape, or form, because she was the one that took care of everyone. She was the one who got shit done. She didn't want to have to depend on, like, the family to take care of her. I mean, she had hip surgery a few years before that. And, like, she couldn't drive because it was her right hip. Like, she wasn't allowed to drive until it healed, and how frustrated just that, like, thing was to my mother. Like, I knew that if she were to be conscious enough or aware enough as someone like that, it would not end well. There would be resentment. So, not to mention with the situation we have, she would more than likely have to be kept in a nursing home of some sort, because there's no way we could take care of her here at the house. Especially with my dad, I've already been disabled by stroke himself. So it sucks that my mom survived something she shouldn't have, only to be hit out of left field by something else. But that's what happens sometimes. You can't really control it. I think I'm just more resentful of how she had to die compared to what I would rather have had her die. Like, some part of me feels she didn't deserve that, to be rendered a vegetable after everything she'd done. But I think a lot of it was due to stress and overwork and burning herself out. So, because I'm now twice as likely for a stroke, because both my parents have had it, and also have a high chance of cancer because not only has my mom, but several of my both my aunts on my mother's side have had cancer. I'm trying to take care of myself as best I can now, because I have a lot of cards stacked against me for later in my life. Like, I'm only 34, gonna be 35 in like 2 months. but it's still like I already have a thyroid that's messing up. I have PCOS on top of that, and with my newly diagnosed ADHD, I'm now on Adderall to help with that, which has been useful. This battle is probably taking way longer than it should, but I'm yakking, and so I'm just partially distracted. Weirdly enough, I don't normally not multitask as well, so I'm assuming the Adderall just kicked in. Do that, or I've played controller games for so long that I can't pass it. Of course, last time I did have my rabbit with me, so there we go. VAS.TOCH. Is it a bot? Fast. There has to be a bot of some sort. Yeah, it definitely has to be a bot, because that's not, doesn't make any sense. Was it some sort of Twitch lingo I am not aware of? Because there's a message up here, it says VASK.TECH. And I can only see it because it's still on my recording screen, but the Twitch chat's not showing it up for some reason. But I know sometimes I have to refresh that, but I don't think I can from my, yeah, I can't do it from my phone, and this one doesn't, I don't know if I can tab out without messing it up. Ha 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 ha. You know, you and me sure don't get along. And we're both wimps too. We can't even work together when it matters most. Nope. Juggle entrance. Thank you all for your cooperation. Rug. Yeah, let's go. These other places you see them too. I especially thank you for helping us out. Here's 500 Mooker. Thanks at all. You know what? Sure. I'll give it to them. I don't need it. How generous, Handsome and Skippy. You should follow in his shining example. I wake people like you. Please take this. Hey, that's not nice. With the artifact Sand Rose. Alright then, let's head for home. Must be the Gorgon's Eye then. Ta-la-la? We're moving up in the world. Okay. Got the Sand Rose, but I don't think that's not what I need. Which one has the spirit bottle? I'll go check. So I gotta go home, talk to my cactus buddy, let him know the new quest, and then go check the fruit tree and grab my rabbit. I'm trying to find the blacksmith, and once I find it to where I can get the I could probably look it up, but I'm not gonna bother. DCS is acting up real bad today. What is that? There we go. Mush in a box. That's funny. Oh yeah, I gotta put it in the box. Oh shoot! I forgot to talk to the cat. Forgot to talk to the cactus, and now that quest isn't gonna be recorded. God damn it. No, do cat quest ain't gonna be recorded because it doesn't. Frick. I forgot. Oh well. I could always try it on my own time. I have this game on my PSP. Yeah, Trenty. And he won't. If I come back up here, he won't. And talk to him again for the other quest, I don't think he'll do it. Unless they change that in the programming with the new remastered version. So I'll go back up, see if we can talk to him again. Nope. Nope. I missed recording that one. Son of a bitch. Oh well. I knew it was bound to happen at some point. Okay, go and get my red light. Not very strong, but... that'll do. Take pet. I will take you with me until I can find blacksmithing. And then once I can make my weapons and stuff, I'll start collecting some animals. I think I can have 5 pets, I think. So I have 1, so I can get 4 more. Now it's just figuring out where to get the spirit. I'm gonna try the Gorgonite next. Those are 3 I have done before. If I don't get to it today, I can look it up while I'm at work. This is a lot easier now. Like, I wanted to play like every day to blast through all the stuff, but I don't think I have the energy for it, for lack of a better term. I'll wait until they all are done. Your stamina for it, that's the word I was looking for. Because yeah, this is where you get the workshop. I don't know where this, I think this goes somewhere at one point, but not yet. So I am now going to go to the Gorgonite. Don't know if I'll be able to finish it before we leave, before I have to go, but it says I need the spirit bottle. That's what that one dude said. I don't know how accurate it is, but for now, since I don't really remember much about the game, that's the only information I currently have, I will look it up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that freaking message is a bot. Some sort. I don't know if they have Steve achievements on this game. I'll have to look. But I could always just do another playthrough and try to miss all the things I didn't. Scouts ain't back yet. Could oh, ha! This is funny. This is cute. Yeah, like you're the most human, and these are kind of dumb, but it's funny. Halt! That means ye, stranger. What be the password? What? I don't know why they did that, but it's freaking funny. Captain, our mate has arrived. They ain't no mate. One look will tell you that. Yeah, I'm human. I'm not sure what they are. They're like, the pirates are clearly a penguin. I think he's like a seal or a walrus or something. I think he's a walrus. But like, I don't know if there's like a race name for them. You gotta shut up your beak. Get back to the ship before those fairies find us. They must have like some extra padding on the front, because otherwise they must go through a crap ton of armor and shirts. Sliding around like that. Oh yeah, the arrow definitely kicked in. Anyway. Nope. A little rabbit, but he's cute. I want my cobra, but... ah, frick. Ah! I'm stunned. Ah, I knocked him out. Yes, he's not very strong. Even later, when he levels, I just like having him around until I can get other ones. Because I think it's, The higher level and stronger the pet is, the more money you get from them when you sell them. So, if I remember it correctly. Fuck. It's like, I've played this game when I was younger, but I don't remember most of it. But that's an ADHD brain for you. No, I'm confused. So I know exactly which one if I want to make magic stuff. I know exactly which one that is. Ah! That's the ancient tablet. But I probably shouldn't sit like that. Oh, my back's already giving me problems. Something I didn't mention at the dock today, because I always forget, because I'm always focused on whatever I'm mainly there for, so I'll probably have to set up another appointment for other things. For back pain and thyroid thing, because in a dock even forgot about it, because we're so focused on, like, the Adderall and everything. So, and I hadn't had my medication that morning, because I've only been on it for a week and a half, 2. So she was, you know, screening me to make sure, like everything was up. Where she upped doses by like, I think 5. I'm not confident on the measuring unit, but like by slightly, because he said like the average adult dose is 20, but like I want to say milligrams, but I'm not confident on the actual measurement, because I don't want someone to be like, oh my god, that's a lot. So I comfortable on the actual unit of measurement. Well, I have the bottle right here, I could easily just look, but too busy. There we go. Might see if I can tab out and refresh the chat just in case. Because whoever left the message isn't one of my followers. So, oh, excuse me, youngin. Oh, turtle dude. Hold on, let me grab this chest real quick, and I'll help you out. Healing claw. Hi, buddy. Hi, turtle dude. Hello, I'm a turtle. I have a favor to ask you. You stand still right there for me? Spin, 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 spin. I spin around! That's better, thank you. No problem. The pirates did this to me. They trampled over me on the way to look for the fairy treasure. Ow. By the way, can you see the fairies here? Nope. Fairies here only show themselves those who threaten them. If you can't see them, it means they trust you. That's a good sign. We'll cast a spell so you'll be able to see them. Turtle, tortle, tortly da. That's actually kind of cool. They don't care that they remain invisible unless it's essentially, as long as you don't bother them, they don't care. Like, you don't see them. So. It's like, I'm not getting much views on my Mass Effect, mainly because it's the OG version. I know if I had access to the Elite version, it would have more views, but I am too stupid broke. So I'm playing a modded version. Probably should, next time I run the stream, add the LGBTQ tag. Maybe the ADHD tag on top of it. Because there's like a lot of people out there that are coming in that are realizing they're part of the LGBTQ and they don't have, especially those that are like me, they're asexual, they don't have somebody older to talk to like learn from. But I don't know anybody that's young that's like me. A good friend of mine is, or 2 of them now. One recently figured it out, or possibly might have been gay the entire time. As bi, at the very least right now, a friend of mine named Steve and a friend of mine named Mitch both are bisexual, and then another friend of mine, formerly, Gregory, when I met them, is now Ashley, came out as trans to me about a few months ago. And so, like, I found a lot of people that are similar to me in the way that we don't fit in the normal modes. Which is awesome, because then I've never been in the popular crowds or, you know, the normal crowds anyway. So, and it's fun watching Ashley figure out, like, makeup, and, because she's way more feminine than I ever am. Like, I pretty much describe myself as non-binary, even though I go by she, her most of the time. Though I would have more problems than someone just going they at me, but mostly she, her, just out of convenience. And because, like, it doesn't, like, to me it doesn't really matter. Like, someone to call me sir and I might respond. So, like, it doesn't really matter to me much. So it's interesting having a friend that's actually very feminine and wants to wear a dress out in public and everything. And being able to be there for, especially because I had the honor of being there for their first time out as a woman in, like, full, like, feminine presenting garb. They had never been able to do that before. And I was the one that was able to be with them, to walk them outside in that. So, we got into, like, a long conversation of what we wanted to do with our lives, what our end goals were, and she was embracing the fact that she knows that she's more of a city girl and would eventually love to move to New York and be part of that culture, that sort of, like, city girl culture or whatever. I can't, there's a term, but I can't think of it. You have to say something like, oh, hold on. This is cute. It's essentially their captain. Obviously, you have to say something like, I'll kill you all. He wasn't saying it. Like, he'd say clunk you in your head for some reason. Like, he couldn't be harsh with them, and it was funny. But he goes, say it for us, Captain. Go on. We're slowly pirates, Captain. We need your tough love. But kill is such a strong word. Me mama always said so. He's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart pirate captain. That's great. All of us penguins come this far because of ye. Say it, Captain. Say it like a real pirate. Listen up, penguins. One more stupid joke and I'll kill ye all. And then they get all happy about it. He is wonderful. You're a real pirate for sure. He's not going to actually ever do it. But, you know, big himbo captain energy. Love it. Time to avenge our stonified shipmates. Well, not be doing that now, penguins. Back to the ship with ye. I think they put stonified because originally it was stoned. Yeah, you can see where all the jokes came from. All the jokes can be inserted there. Sake the land, lake to see the sea. I see. But, anyway. Like, it was just like, I hadn't really had where I don't get often where I can just be out with somebody and talk about, you know, what we want to do with our lives and whatnot, and how I'm like, that sounds like really cool. It's like, it's not for me, but that's what makes you happy, go for it, you know. And like, if you actually get out there to New York, maybe I can get out there and visit you at some point, you know. Show me some of the cool sights you found or whatever. Because, like, she's describing how that was the life she wanted, and I described how, well, my whole thing is that I want to be out in the middle of nowhere with an old house and, like, be that lady that everybody thinks is, like, new people in town think is weird, but, like, the locals are like, oh no, she's fine. So, like, because, like, I always said I'm genetically slated to have, like, snow white hair due to my parents' side. My mom's side of the family. And I can already see it in my hair now. Like, it's... Most of my hair is dyed currently, but some of it has worn out. Ah, frick. Stop paralyzing me, you weirdo. Oh, confused. Oh, there we go. Fine. Okay, status effects are gone. So, like... It was really fun, because we went to, Horrocks, which is a local place. Well, not necessarily local for me, it's a ways away, but, me and my friends used to call it, or still do, the store of bad decisions. Because, like, it's as much a grocery store as it is a tourist attraction at the same time. It's like the most fascinating little store. And it's, like, huge. They have, like, a bunch of different, like, artisan bakery stuff. You can buy, like, a gigantic cheese wheel. They have, as of recently, they sell gelato, macarons there. They have coffee. Oop. Don't want to do that. Go back. Wait, do I have to go that way or that way? I think you're supposed to follow the, yeah. Supposed to follow the statues. So, like, we went there, and then there's a place called, Meat, Southern Barbecue, and Carnivore Cuisine. And their food is freaking amazing. For, like, a vegan or vegetarian, it's not, I think they have some options like that, but it's primarily, brisket, roasted meat, sort of just all that good, juicy, carnivore goodness. And I am very much, especially recently, a carnivorous individual. Very much a meat and potato sort of person, or meat and pasta in my case. And due to a genetic mutation I have, it's even more pronounced. So, because it's what my body doesn't absorb properly. So, we went there, we explored, like, the little shops in, like, the Old Town-esque section it was in. And then we went to... Sammy must see someone outside again. My Beagle Terrier mix dog. He's a great doorbell, let me tell you. Holy crap, he scared the crap out of me a couple of times when he sees somebody walk past the house. But yeah, so it was just a fun day, and I was kind of honored that I was able to be the first person to take her out in her full feminine getup. And so it was kind of cool to have that honor. You must sacrifice yourself to master just like the others. Because before her, the only one I knew was vicariously through a friend of mine. His name was Jack, I think. And after that, it was one of my co-workers, Leo, was trans as well. He was cool. I didn't know him before. He was already... I don't know if he was transitioning in the process of, or... I can't remember. He wasn't working at my job for super long. He ended up getting, like, a factory job. He was just kind of, like, working there in between jobs, essentially. Because he was also going to school for some sort of repair work. I can't remember what exactly. It was, like, specified, but I can't remember. This is worse than I thought. There's a lot from the past, like, 2 years. I don't remember much because of a lot of psychological trauma I've had to deal with. Oh, I forgot to talk to the turtle dude. But you gotta knock out 2 missions. This is a record. Have him get a hold of yourself. Can't. He's kind of made of stone. Almost said stone, but whatever. So the master of the lake hides great treasure. Fears we will die if the master dies, but both are missed. Stop yapping, turtle. Do something about our captain. Well then, how about if you penguins become the live bait and the delightful individual over there brings down the monster? Master Lake, big lad? Yeah. But the actual Master of the Lake you don't fight in this battle, if I remember correctly. I don't remember what the Master of the Lake actually is. I think it's a later mission. But he ain't joking. Like, when he walks across, like he does, he's about to. How big is he? That's his size. Or its size. I don't remember. But, like, what you fight isn't that big. It's giant Gorgonite from here. I think he's like a big dragon or something, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I haven't played this game in earnest. Well, I played it on off my PSP for short bursts of time, but I hardly use my mobile stuff anymore. But, like, when I was, like, just pounding through it, I was back, like, in middle school, high school, so it was a long time ago. To here. VASF.TECH. Bernice Bishop. Those have to be frickin' bots. What the frick? I'll have to research that later. Well, I guess your strategy ain't so bad, but stop dragging your feet. Oh, I watched this. Is funny. Grabs the captain. Yeet! Hey, captain! I'll run after him. Yeet! Love it. Love it. The rest is up to you. I need like a little like thing I can easily just scribble timestamps down on. But I'll figure that out later. Because depending on whether or not I am actually taken up on my offer to DM this week for a one-shot, I might tend tomorrow. You bastard. I might spend tomorrow editing and making more clips and stuff. I probably should start doing TikTok upload. Ah! Frick! Twice a day. Just so I can get through some of them. But it's hard to keep track because cross clip, I think, is what I've been using. Is useful because not a lot of people right now watch to do like the actual like Twitch clips or whatever, so I have to do it myself by going through my recordings and picking timestamps out and whatnot. But because like I'm not gonna do any fancy style editing. I don't have the time for that because I want to be able to. Son of a bitch. I don't have the time to be able to do like other things I enjoy. Like, I write as a hobby, like fan fiction mostly. I do have some ideas for original fiction, but I haven't put them down to paper yet. Or onto the keyboard in my case. But and I also like to make stuff. Like, I have a bunch of resins, crafting I can do. I plan on trying to set up my Etsy shop again. For, I think. Because I still have like a pretty massive supply of like candles and stuff that I made like a while ago. Like they're still good. Every freaking time. But like I made a while ago because like I'm obsessed with candles. I have a whole candle collection myself. But I was also gonna make like resin stuff. I have like stuff for bottles, stuff for like prop daggers and stuff like that. I was gonna eventually see if I can make like pride flag daggers, essentially. But ow! Jesus. I might just be able to finish this quest before I have to work. Don't you dare. Don't you dare move. Sheesh. Finally. I'm risking it. The thing is, like, you don't... The healing system is you just have to go into a corner of the map and not move for a minute, and then you'll heal. Which is how, like, having a companion useful, because they can distract the monster while you heal up, and then you can come back into the battle like so. But, I just would rather have a much stronger companion, but I have to go and catch them. I'll have to look it up when I go to work, how to get the blacksmith stuff in there. If it is a spirit bottle or not, or if it's another thing. Only just barely to this last life bar. Frick. But either way, because this week we were supposed to have another game last week, but our DM and his fiance, I'm not confident on that title, but I know they're at the very least, you know, bonded and stupid in love with each other. It's like adorable. So like, especially after he told us about what his ex-wife was like, glad he found somebody that was an upgrade, you know, like personality wise. But they are in Vegas for like a vacation, and they come back tomorrow, but they knew they wouldn't be able to run a game at the coffee shop because they'd be suffering from jet lag and everything, so we weren't gonna have it. They were the girlfriend, who normally is our bard, our Fey elf bard, she wasn't gonna make it last week. We were still gonna run game, but then something must have come up and we couldn't run game last week. So, Captain, we'd be glad you're still alive. Our personified mates must be back to normal as well. Captain, climb up our backs at the top of the cliff. To make the slope a little bit easier on my back. CB, this is the best we can do. Do as he says, you cheeky scoundrels. But then doesn't get up. Yeah, doesn't get up to the top. Yeah, because you wanted it that high. I want to go ashore again. Get grand steel. It's another thing I can use too. Oh, I didn't get. That's all I got. Frick. Okay, then where else have I gone? Hmm. Oh! This, like... This is done. Boar melon. Of course. I would like to eventually emulate some of my old games that I like. Because there's the Dot Hack franchise on the PS2 that I was a fan of. Because it was literally a game about a video game. Like, before, like, anime, like, Sword Art Online and stuff like that was a thing. It's literally a game where it's, people are falling into a coma by playing this virtual game. And one of those victims happens to be a good friend of yours who was introducing you to the game at the time. And when he got attacked by a strange creature within the game, ended up going into a coma. So you're trying to figure out what happened and from within the game. And so it's kind of cool. I think that's hell. Sand Rose. Did I get the ancient tablet from the jungle? I swear there's something I'm missing because, like, I only have these 3 things. Like, I'm missing artifacts from quests or something. I only have 3 artifacts left. I think the Trembling Spoon is hell. Or the underworld, I guess. You know the appropriate name. You know what, now I'm gonna go actually... Alright, we might have gotten a package. My dad's other hoodie. So I bought... Our ex-roommates, I think, took some of my dad's clothes because his dresser was in there and her boyfriend was around the same size. And, like, ruined some of his clothes in the room they were staying in. And so I've been having to replace them. So I got my dad a couple of sweatpants and a couple of hoodies. And one of them was taking, like, extra long. I don't know where you go. See, this is where I needed to go. So I want to get back to that boss room so I can see if I can fight or get up. I can't remember what kind of egg I can get from here. I think I need level 3. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. I'll have to get the guide up next time when I play again. But I might go back to Mass. I'm gonna probably go to Mass Effect on Wednesday. As much as I want to play, like, every single day, I know I need to not. Because I ended up burning myself out, and it was really bad, because then all of my mental health issues start rearing their ugly heads again, my anxiety and everything, and so I have to be careful. No. Because this will just happen otherwise. It's about... Frick, stop moving! So see what I need to do to get blacksmithing stuff. So now I'm just gonna see if I can catch a few eggs. Before I go to work, or at least one. Essentially, you go back to previous boss areas, and that's where you find them. Nope. 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 Aha! Here we go. Gotta wait for the music to change. I think that's an odd egg. So it'll be a little harder with my rabbit with me, but... Nope. Not yet. Ah! I'm trying not to... Oh, doesn't like that one. Alright, let's try that. Nope. I'll use Dice Berry then. Ah! You're a pain. Holy crap. Watermelon, maybe? Okay. You are a tough little fella. Where is he? I'll be behind him. Oh, I like that one. Dang it! He doesn't like the citrus squid. Maybe. Stop walking over here. Probably not gonna be able to catch this egg. Really? Fine. Oh, you like that? Finally! Jeez! That took a while. Oh, he's a strong one. Whew. That took a while. It took almost everything I had. Might not be able to get any more. Try another egg. I'll have to wait. That's fine though. Might run across... Oh. Run through Domina, because I think there's one I can't activate in Domina. Let's see what one that was a reptile egg, so let's see what it was. There's also dragon eggs too. Just gotta find an out. Yeah. There's the camp. Go back that way. So, this is my time of probably getting out of this cave and... So, it's probably will... We'll have to end it. Might swing by Domina just to see if I can find that one quest real quick. This actually helps me a lot because then I talk a lot, get stuff out of my brain, and then it helps me at work so I can focus easier. And I found that playing games in general, like something that engages my mind before I go to work, help. It's kind of dark here and the ground is all wet, but I like it. Is there meat? There we go. Yeah, get out of the way, guys. Yes. And then back to Domina. Sometimes it's good to go back to secondary areas that you've already done a quest in, because sometimes other things activate. These dudes specifically. My name's Capella, I'm a wandering juggler. Hey, watch this. Oh yeah. And then he runs off. There we go. Because I need to do something. Hey, where'd he go? Oh well, he'll be back. Yeah, town limits. Don't think one pops up here. After that, so it's only the once when they do the tutorial, and then one doesn't pop up anymore. But either way. Do you see Diddle? He's always gonna burn on me. The same without his tune. You gotta go look for him. I guess I'll go ask someone. Yeah, I'm gonna go in here because I think there's a save tower statue in here. I think. It's just for a frick. And then I think, hold on. Oh, she's gone. I thought there was like a thing where I can go and talk to her about something, but... Huh. Maybe later. Maybe not. Okay, let's go back to... You can just save right here, right? Anyway. Nope. Crud. I have to go back home then. Yep. There. Now I can. Okie doke. Since it is 2:31 and this is about time when I start getting ready for work, I'm going to let you guys go and hope to see you guys on which will be Wednesday, I believe. It should be, unless something else happens Wednesday. Probably try to aim for 6, might be a little later depending on circumstances. So, see you guys.